I'm holding court, you standing trial. Why ain't I see you around back when I was down?
It's more risk than anything in the world. The fact that you made it, like you're 1%. So my energy was like, I felt like I could accomplish anything. And, my life, like first record, gold, platinum, Mary Terry Lewis. So I was like, I had the Midas touch.
Why ain't I see you around back when I was down?
What's up, world? It's your boy Big Court of the Holdin Court podcast. You already know what it is, and we here one more again, still down here in the ATL, man. This is like about to be our second, my fourth home.
Yes.
Now, of course, I have my beautiful oldest daughter, Rachel Renee. What's going on?
What's going on, world? I'm excited. I'm so happy.
You excited?
Yes. Have a stylish lady.
Very stylish.
Yes.
So, of course, listen. Tap in with my legacy builder community. Don't forget to go to iambigcourt.com where we talk about mindset, strategies, how to monetize social media, and basically level up your life. I did it right this time without my oldest. See how she looking at me like, get that shit right. Get that shit right. But listen, today we have a legend in the building. We really do. We have a legend. We got two-time Grammy nominated, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Two-time Grammy nominated hit vocalist, singer, actress, producer, philanthropist, Miss Superwoman herself.
Yes, yes.
Oh, let me throw in Queen of New Jack Swing. The Queen of New Jack Swing, Miss Karyn White. Yeah. Superwoman.
Yes.
Hey, you guys, thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for coming. You know what? I have to say this. You were really, shout out to the homie Derek. He made it happen. You were on my bucket list of interviews.
Wow. I'm so glad we made it happen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So as I'm born in the 70s, grew up in the 80s. So you're talking about a young boy. And of course, I know you hear this all the time. All the young boys had you on there while they thought you was so pretty, which you still are. But, watching Superwoman and all your hit videos and being on Video Soul, I can remember that stuff. So for me, I'm like the little boy that's like, dang, I finally get to meet her.
Wow. I love that. That's really cool.
You have to be used to that.
Yeah, not really. What's happening is that I'm having the younger generation discover me.
Yes.
So they're coming to my shows and they're remembering, my mom introduced me to you, and I'm like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So it's really, it's really cool though, to be able to have just a legacy that spans the generations. So and I'm still here. I'm excited about life, and I'm back, singing again. So I'm not really, like I said, I'm not used to it. I'm loving my flowers.
Yeah. All right. That's what's up. So, you're down here in the ATL now, but originally you're from Los Angeles.
Yes.
Yeah. What part of LA did you grow up in?
Well, I grew up in South Central.
Okay.
And then Inglewood. But living in Los Angeles, my God, the land of dreamers, and to wake up to the sunshine every day. Just that energy, you go and you meet people and they come there to be somebody, to make it happen. So that's the energy that's in the atmosphere. So I grew up in that, and with parents that, encouraged me. I had, siblings, they all encouraged my journey. So I love LA. Yeah.
What was the climate like growing up in LA in, the 70s, early 80s?
Wow. Okay. Climate. 70s, 80s. I was when I was in junior high. I graduated in 83. It was incredible. I went to a theatrical school in the summer where we got paid. It was like a CETA program. So we got to learn and got paid to learn about acting, singing, songwriting, modeling. So for me, I loved life because in high school, and then after, in the summer or junior high, we would go to this program, and then we'd put on productions at the end of the year. It was sort of like a school like Fame.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so, it was just incredible being able to, like I said, just have that program, because they stopped that right in the 80s. They stopped that kind of program. So I was lucky to get in there.
Yeah, it's funny you say Inglewood. I actually used to go to Inglewood in the 80s a few times.
Inglewood.
Yeah. Uh-oh, look at
Hey,
So
I get my crip walk on.
No. That's Blood Walk. Blood Walk.
Oh,
Inglewood is full of blood. Yeah.
I know, but you're right. You're right.
I actually used to, my aunt stayed on 101st and Lamoli off Crenshaw where Briley Hut is. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember in the 80s, I used to walk up to Crenshaw and I would be walking down Crenshaw looking for Eazy-E.
Where are you? Man, I remember having, I went to a school that was past Inglewood. So I didn't go to Inglewood. I went to Westchester, which was by the beach.
Kind of by LAX.
Right. And so I remember having to take the bus and it was crazy because, of the gang violence and everything. And so that was my excuse for my mother. I got to get a car.
Yeah.
I got to make it.
Yeah.
I got to make it. I can't, I can't do this. I'm risking my life.
Yeah.
Because, they were coming on there stealing chains and doing all kind of. But, it's crazy when you grow up like that. You just kind of accept that's normal.
No, that's fact. How did you not get sucked into that? Because even though, you're a young lady, but still, there were, gangbanging was very strong in the 70s and the 80s.
It was strong. It was strong. And I had a boyfriend that when I was younger, he wound up being a gangbanger, but I never really, I was always focused. That's my superpower. I knew what I wanted to do at a young age. And it was like, y'all gotta, Mom, this is what I want to do. Make it happen.
Yeah.
I'm quitting cheerleading. I'm quitting track. It's hurting my voice. Or track, I would get cramps, so I couldn't run, although I was offered a scholarship, but I didn't realize, I thought I couldn't do it because I'm like, every time I get cramps and I would, be winning the race and lose it because of this cramp. So I was like, I can't do that anymore. So I was just focused and driven and friends that were, in the business and it was crazy. So my friends, actually, I'm going to talk about one of them. He was with the first person to kind of break out. It was Michael Norfleet. He played for O'Brien. And also Switch.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember.
Of course. I remember O'Brien and Switch. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, so I was in a
Bobby
group.
DeBarge, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was in a group that Greg and the drummer, Jody, formed. And so that's the kind of thing I'm talking about, like to be able to be mentored by such incredible legends, Don Cornelius O'Brien, dancing on Soul Train.
Yeah.
So these are the things that LA offered that I probably, growing up in a small city wouldn't have had access to.
When did you discover that voice?
Oh, man. I discovered it, well, when I was 5, I would, we'd have holiday gatherings, and so I would sing when the commercials came on.
Yeah.
So, and then I realized that I loved the attention. So it was like a whole performance, me doing Donna Summer or Shaka or Tina. And so I realized that they weren't like, get out here, girl.
Yeah.
They were actually like, you can have this time, but when the commercial comes back off, when the TV comes up, you got to be done. But I realized that, they started, and my family's very honest, trust me. They were like, boo, So started there and then in church. Yeah, of course, definitely in church.
So you sang in church.
Yeah, sang in church, and they would be, getting the Holy Spirit. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah. And it's funny, I'm familiar with your music because I grew up on it, but I was revisiting it. And you could sing, right? I didn't realize really how powerful your voice was.
Right.
And you cultivated that in the church. That's where it was nurtured.
Oh, yeah. That's where it was nurtured. Even now, because it's so funny how I was looking at, Patty and them. And I thought I was more like Tina.
Yeah.
But I was like, I do have some Patty in me. I will go there.
No, real talk. Real talk.
I will. I was like, I will. I said, and I guess that's the church in me. Because I will lose it on Superwoman or rather be alone when I'm trying to tell a story. But I'll just leave it all on the floor.
Yeah.
And that's what church is. You're not trying, you don't care about what you're looking like.
Right.
It's just about, really making that connection. And so that's really what it is. And I love it. My happy place is definitely performing live.
No, I saw that. I was doing some research and I saw when you did Dionne Warwick's show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, with Luther. with
Oh my
Luther.
God.
Yeah.
Talking about woo.
But that wasn't Soul Train type of shit. Like you did that live.
Yes.
Right.
Can you imagine how scared I was?
You didn't look
Intimidated.
scared. And you were very young.
Luther and Dion.
Yeah, Luther and Dion. And they both told you, they was looking at you like, oh girl.
Wow.
Get up there.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. No, that was two of my favorite artists. You know, Luther definitely just don't if he does your song, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
I'm just happy Luther never did Superwoman. Like everybody else has.
Right?
Yeah.
With Luther,
Yes.
when he does it, we just we don't even remember your song.
So actually, that was a question I was going to ask later on, but I wanted to ask you this.
Yeah.
So, how does it make you feel when other singers cover your songs?
Well, it made me. Let me say, it's amazing. It's great when they acknowledge me.
Yes.
Some of the young ones don't.
Do they know? Do you think they know?
Yeah, they know.
Okay.
They know what it was. So some of them where it's just like a competition, like I'm going to do it better versus you lay the foundation and there's a respect. Like for me, you know, how I feel about Gladys and when Gladys and Patty and Dion, I'm like,
yes.
but I was scarred. I was like, they gonna steal my song because they did it a year after I did it. But I'm sure, but they didn't. They didn't. For some reason, I don't know how. It was the Lord's blessing.
Yeah.
They didn't steal it. But you know, that is, I don't mind. Like I said, it definitely has, but I did mind what Babyface did when Fantasia sang it at the Soul Train Awards. And I hadn't been seen because I felt like my fans, I didn't even me, but my fans felt like we deserved to see you. You know, sing
Which
your
song did she do?
She did Superwoman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was they were doing a tribute, Babyface.
Okay.
And it was more of a tribute for Babyface,
I
and
got you.
so that was where they got feedback, and you know, and my fans didn't like that, and it went viral and all this stuff. So. But you know, Fantasia's, come on, she's incredible.
Yeah, she is.
She's incredible.
So she did it justice, though.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, the girls are bad. No, they and you know, another one. What's her name? Tamar. She kills it. I mean, and she's sweet. She's definitely, you know, called me and said, "Please come do it with me." I'm like, girl. No, she's so ridiculous. I think Tamar is an amazing vocalist. Like she really.
She got me on Love and War.
Oh my God.
Ooh, okay.
Oh yeah.
You think she's as strong as Tony?
Yeah. To me,
Wow.
she is.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Tony, we love Tony's richness, but Tamar can do all of it.
Yeah.
She can be low and high. She's a bad girl.
Okay.
And the thing about it is that she wanted it more than us, I think. Because look, she didn't get picked.
Yes.
LA and Face chose Tony. So she was a late bloomer coming in, like thought it was over. You know what I'm saying? Wound up coming out and being a late bloomer, coming in at her late 30s and, you know, on her own terms with her, you know what I mean? Not under her sister. So, and she sang background. So I have a lot of respect for her.
Everything that shows you everything in God's time.
Exactly. Yep.
Everything in God's time.
Exactly.
So take me back to the time when you first got into entertainment. You get your deal with Warner Brothers. That was your first major deal, correct?
Oh, yeah. And Warner Brothers. Okay, well, I started with Jeff Lorber.
Okay.
So I don't know if you know who he is, a jazz fusion artist.
No, not familiar.
Yeah, Jeff Lorber. And he started the careers of like Kenny G. Kenny G. Eric Benet started with him. Also, my other Dave Koz.
Yes.
So Warner Brothers wanted to find a vocalist for Jeff wanted him to cross over to like pop and R&B. So I auditioned. I wasn't going to because I'm like, I don't sing jazz.
Yeah. I
wasn't that girl.
Yeah.
And so thank God that I just went anyway. So I went and my audition got the gig, and that's if that song did well, and it did top 20 or top 15. It was hit, and so I was able to get a deal with Warner Brothers if the song did well, and so it was incredible because Warner Brothers was the best boutique label, you know, Shaka, Prince, Madonna, Albie Shore. I mean, we just had all the
The lineup.
The
Yeah.
lineup was there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Kevin, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
I'm curious. So
Mm-hmm.
in terms of going to commandeer Babyface, Daryl Simmons, and L.A. Reid,
Yeah.
was that your idea or the label's idea?
Oh, okay. Well, it was the labels. It was Benny Medina.
Mm-hmm.
So he was my A&R person. He was the head of Black music. And so he hooked us up. But LA and Faze had to like me. I had to
Right.
go over there. So I went and met them. They liked what I did with Jeff Lorber.
Mm-hmm.
And so we started out doing a couple of songs, and then it wound up turning into 6 songs. And we had a great chemistry. It was dope being in the studio in that time in the, what was it, 80s?
Yeah.
You'd have Johnny Gill in another room, Bobby Brown in another. I'd be singing on all their stuff. They'd come in there.
Yeah.
It was such a magic time.
It was.
Then Prince would be playing at, House of Blues. Just,
Yeah.
it was just an incredible time for music. And I hate that it's not that way now.
No, right? It was,
Yes.
I had
Mhm.
another guest and they said the same, Ray Daniels. He said the same thing, magic. It was magic
It
back
was
then.
magic.
It was. I think all of us from, Gen X, we kind of feel that. Like when we watched Michael Jackson,
Woo.
like it was magic. It was something about him, right?
Oh,
Everybody,
yeah.
most people that we saw on TV, if you go back to even Sammy Davis Jr.,
Right,
it was
right.
they could do something that not many people could do, and they could do
Yes,
it
they
at
had
such a
that
high level.
Oh my God.
And
You
and
are
there was
so
a
right.
level of kind of mystique too, because you only saw them when you saw them,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it wasn't the access like social media. They weren't all in the magazine. You
Oh,
had
of
to
course.
wait for their videos
I
to come on, and
know.
then they drop albums once every 2 years, 3 years, or something like that. So it was magic,
But I think social media has made it to where everything is the machine, not just the machine behind the artist. Because from my perspective as a younger, as a millennial,
Right.
I look at your generation, I'm like, man, even though there was a feel, everybody had their own individual persona.
Yes,
It
you
was
get it.
individuality versus
Yes.
now it's like copy paste. Who's the next? And then can they give us an album every 90 days? Can you make a TikTok sound? And then it's like, it's kind of the same. You're just a different
Yeah.
variation. Whereas before it's like, no, you could get different feels, different styles,
You got it. That's the
Yeah.
beautiful part
That's
about that
magic.
time, right? You had all these different, and they were very successful. It
Yeah.
wasn't one type
Mm-hmm.
Right.
or two, like 3
Yeah.
stereo. It was like, you could be just as different,
Mm-hmm.
doing a Grace Jones, a Donna
Yes,
Summers,
exactly.
a Gladys Knight, a Shaka. They're
different
all
vibes.
like extremely. And my era was the video era.
Yes.
Right.
So
Right.
that was, you had to be a performer.
Storytelling.
Yes, exactly.
Because you
So-
dance too.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that really helped. And that's why I loved it, because especially one of my videos, The Way I Feel About You, it's probably one of my favorites. So I got to play this whole character and have fun and
Yeah.
be dramatic, be all
Yeah.
the women. So Janet, these are the artists that really, would really help their careers.
Yeah.
I think mine too as well. Just Jody Watley, those
Yeah.
were
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because
Jody
there's
Watley
a
was
video
dope.
vixens. Hmm.
No, I was gonna say there's a reason why, even in this era, and I don't think millennials don't like to touch on this. There's a reason why we keep wanting to recreate the 80s, the 90s, the 70s. We don't have an identity as millennials. I don't think so. I don't think
Wow.
there's an identity
Wow,
that can really
girl.
be felt and that's palatable like the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. That's why we keep trying to recreate it.
Wow.
My opinion. Nobody
I
has to
love
agree.
that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I
with
agree,
you.
because I was
You
trying to
see it.
figure it out. I'm
Because now
like,
it's Y2K. Now it's early 2000s,
Right.
Juicy Couture, Baby Fat. Now we're trying to recreate the 2000s because
Yeah.
the
But
90s.
but what
was
about
fun.
my girl Kendrick? My boy Kendrick though.
Yeah,
I love what he's doing.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
no,
that's one of
he's-
how many though.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I
Right.
know. That's why
Right.
I'm so in love with him, because
Mhm.
he is so unique.
Yes.
Not like Tupac. He's got his
Right.
own.
Which was the 90s.
90s.
See how far you skipped?
Right. And I love
Yeah.
what SZA's doing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Doechii, we
yeah.
got some, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
I
Doechii.
think we're just now starting to
Just-
crawl out of that. Like, hey, let's
Wow.
go back to style and
You're
individuality.
right. And the doors are opening for those type of artists right now.
Mhm.
So, and I'm really, really glad about that.
Yeah. So I guess it's obvious to ask who you think won the beef, Kendrick or Drake?
Oh my God.
Who won?
What did I say? Of course, my boy.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey, of course.
Yeah, you gotta
no.
rep the turf too.
Oh yeah, I I'm telling you, I really do adore him.
Yeah.
I've always, even before the blow up, though,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I just love what he was doing for the culture.
Right.
You know, it's like he was saying something and not just talking crazy.
Right.
You know, like trap. So I
Right.
think I love how they're kind of like trap is kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the A. I shouldn't be saying this, but I mean, there's a balance now.
Yeah. Balance is important.
Yeah, there
balance.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? And that inspires me to ask you another question. You blew up in the 80s, early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Then, but in the 80s and early 90s, you had the emergence of gangster rap,
Yeah.
right? And to some degree, do you feel like maybe gangster rap started pushing R&B out a little bit?
Of course. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In a big way.
Mm-hmm.
In a huge way.
And you felt that in real time?
Yeah, I felt it in real time. And it was the time when I had stepped away from the business. And I think I did step away. I stepped away for a lot of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it made it easier because I felt like things were shifting anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't really see.
Yeah.
It was like everything was it was rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wasn't a huge fan at that time. So then I stepped away. But then I really got excited about it when, Kanye
Mm-hmm.
and, who else? My God, probably one of my favorites was, of course, Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
But I loved what Kanye did for hip hop.
What's your thought on Kanye now?
Oh, I don't know. I don't really, I'm not even, I'm too busy trying to keep up with, but Kanye, I love you. He's a genius. And I just, I adore his mom, and so, I just wish the best for him.
Yeah.
He'll get it.
Yeah.
He's got a good foundation. So
Right,
Donda's watching over him. And his daughter is nothing, I believe she is going to be the grandmother reincarnated because she ain't playing.
Yeah.
She's going to be the one.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She just has that old soul about her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm curious. So being as Superwoman is one of your biggest hits,
Uh-huh.
what were your thoughts when you first heard the lyrics or read the lyrics to it? Did you connect with with it?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm a songwriter too. So I thought of the One Less Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's her song? What's her name? Marilyn McCoo.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the name. You guys are younger. You may not know who I'm talking about. But anyway, she had a song called One Less Bill to answer, One Less Egg to Fry. So it was just very graphic. So I kind of thought of that. But then once I got past that, I was like, well, this is not me because what do I know about being a superwoman? I'm only 22 years old. I haven't had to live any of this.
Oh, I see.
Okay. But the beautiful part was that they saw that in me. So your songs find you. Like when a writer writes a song, like you have to match that energy. There's something in them that felt like I would be the superwoman. Wow. And because they wouldn't have given me the record. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like I wasn't singing Mercedes Boy.
Right.
You understand? Pebbles. Right. Remember that? That wasn't my thing. Right, me too. But they saw me as this.
But that's funny.
Right.
Saying what you're saying now, Mercedes Boy would have made sense for you in real time as a 22-year-old singer.
Right.
But you sang Superwoman. I thought you was really tired. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the lyric, I thought, damn, she going through it.
She really going through it.
She tired. This dude better get his shit together. Like, you really sold it.
Yes, thank you. But my mother, so I said, I remember L.A. Reid in the studio. He's like, I don't believe you.
Right.
Come on back. You ready to go marinate.
Yeah.
So the thing, and I was like, you're right. You can't believe me because this is not my story, but it was my mother's story and all my sisters and my aunts. And when I understood that it was just saying, don't take me for granted. I'm only human and just women in general. So then I just went to church on it. So then remember that connected. It clicked.
Uh-huh.
But
you start jamming in that thing toward the end.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I started really opening up. But the funny part is that internationally, so Japan, it was big in Japan, big in London, big in Germany. So all of these places, especially Japan, because the woman is behind the man. So I was starting a revolution over there. They were coming into my room afterwards and teach us how to. I was like, oh my God, no. I was like, I'm not being, I'm not anti-woman. I'm not a feminist. I'm just saying, I love you. I need you. I need all these things. I just need you to see me.
Yeah.
Don't take me for granted.
Yeah.
But now when I sing it, I've lived, you know,
Yeah,
divorce and
now has it
oh my
the
God.
lyrics take on a different meaning
Oh
now that
yeah.
you
When I
have
sing it as a grown
Yes.
woman,
Yeah.
yeah, I really tell her, and I talk at the
Yeah.
beginning. You know how Gladys used to
Yeah.
do with her, like neither one of us. It's just a story, a
Yeah.
rich story. And you know, the women, they know that it's our anthem. So we just stand up and they sing it. It's all over the world.
Have
And
you
I'm
ever
like,
sang
wow.
it and it brought you to tears?
Oh my God, yeah.
Mm-hmm. At this point, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, a lot of the music.
Yeah.
So I remember when I was younger, and it's being so dramatic, right? I opened for Bobby Brown.
Mm-hmm.
So there was this thing on the internet talking about I was the female version, and I was, because if you would have seen our show, Bobby was, I mean, he was definitely more advanced, better dancer. But yeah, if you see the energy that we both had, it was sick. So I opened. Levert was in the middle and Bobby came out. And Bobby Brown in his heyday, oh my God.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
nothing like it. So anyway, I'm beating the chairs. Boom, 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 boom. Dramatic. Holdin. And I go, boom. I mean, just drama. Like, trust me.
I know they crying.
Oh my God, yeah. So,
Yeah.
and that's that, you know, Diana Ross, and that Tina Turner.
Showmanship.
Yeah. So I had to, you know, that even that Patty, you know, you
Yeah.
get
glamour
shoes
Oh,
off.
and all of
Patty
it.
get on the
Yes.
stage, roll
Right.
and do all-
And
yeah.
Bobby would be humping, you know.
Humping.
But yeah, so between me hitting chairs, him humping, and Levert, and then Levert just being on
Yeah.
20
Yeah.
at the first note, singing like his daddy, everybody was like, whoa, y'all are all the way turned up on this tour.
Man, that was such a time. And
Yeah.
that was like the soundtrack to my early life. You know, all that 80s, that New
yes.
Jack Swing. I know you got some crazy stories being on tour with Bobby Brown.
Oh my God.
Tell us one that you can tell.
B. Brown.
Yeah.
My name is Brown. Oh, but we just used to turn up. So it was just a matter of like, okay, after the show, you know, just he would be like, yo, band, kick. We'd have little competitions.
Yeah.
But, you know, just saying who kicked each other's butt that night. But yeah, it was, you know, like I said, just young, fun.
How did
You know, playing, throwing water, you know,
Yeah.
water balls
Yes.
and balloons, just goofy stuff like
Yeah.
that. I mean, we're 22, right?
Yeah.
And that's what leads me to my next question. How did you handle all that success, being not only young, but being a woman and still what could have been on the business side of a very male-dominated industry?
I've been so blessed. I guess my confidence and knowing who I am, having a strong foundation, I never had those problems because that women have.
Yes.
It's so crazy. It's like, I'm like, man, I really was, as I say, I was just protected, really. So, but I think it's how you carry yourself. They had a
Yes.
respect for me.
Yeah.
And I love being like I can be very feminine, but I can also be like, I want to be like the boys.
Yeah.
So I want to be that cool girl in here. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
y'all tell me what y'all say about that girl?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not even a thing where I'm like prudish. I'm like
Yeah.
laughing and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's more of like one of the guys, but but of course, you know,
Yeah.
but
So I know the politics of music because I have a music background as well. So you're signed to a major label.
yes,
You
direct.
already had hit records with Babyface and Daryl Simmons and L.A. Reid, but you're a songwriter too.
Yes.
And so I know you penned Romantic, which was one of your hits, one of my favorite songs as well.
Oh, wow.
Did you have to fight a lot for them to respect your pen and execute those songs?
No.
You didn't.
I before Romantic, let me see, what else did I do? Stephanie Mills, when I was 18, I wrote a song for her called Automatic Passion. Co-wrote. I also did something for what's my girl? I can't think of her name. Rochelle Farrell. Till You Come Back to Me, her first single. Something with Johnny Gill. So I'd had a lot of songs that I wrote.
Okay. So even before you got your deal,
Yeah.
you were already acknowledged as a songwriter. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know
And
that.
a background singer.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I forgot to tell. That's all those little stories. That's all of that switch training, right? Bobby DeBarge and all of that, learning how to do harmonies, how to write, you know.
So you worked with them, with Switch.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
We'd be in the studio. They teach us, and we'd be, you know, they'd come to our rehearsals.
Wow.
And
What was Bobby like?
well, I don't really know. I didn't really spend that much time around
Okay.
Bobby. Yeah, I was just in the studio when they were doing their music, doing their songs, but mainly Greg. Yeah, I know Greg.
Okay. So if I'm doing the math let me see, you did your deal probably 80s, 90s. You wrote a lot of songs. So I'm assuming that your masters should be reverting back to you soon. If they haven't
How
already.
about that? This August.
Okay,
Oh.
look at that.
Yes. Look,
Yeah.
you
Okay,
look,
right.
your daddy called with
Yes,
it.
yes. Oh yeah. A lot of practice.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I know
Yeah.
you got to be excited about that.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Yep,
Yeah.
I get the masters back. And I was talking to my accountant about it, just about being in control of it.
Mhm.
I said I wanted to definitely do new versions of
Yeah.
it with the
Yeah.
music because
Mhm.
vocally I've grown so much and I'm not 21 anymore
Mhm.
singing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be really cool to sing it and put that,
Mhm.
I don't know. So this is what I'm thinking. Should I keep the original tracks or do I put a little bit
I
of
would-
You just
Yeah.
learned. We
Yeah.
just learned.
Yeah.
Termination.
Ah,
Termination.
Right.
Y-
We were talking to
yeah.
Isaac Hayes III, and he was talking
Oh,
about
yes.
Yeah.
he manages his father's estate.
Oh,
and he was
yeah.
saying how, in terms of the copyrights, and you only get one chance after 50 some years to terminate the copyrights.
Okay.
So you can own it.
Correct.
If not,
Mhm.
if you miss it, then they own it forever.
Right. So
Right.
we got that.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so my question is, if I'm re-recording my vocals
hmm
to the original music,
Yeah.
do I keep it original or do I make
Or
it?
do you? Yeah.
Do I put a little
That's
bit
hard.
of-
That's hard. I would. You know what?
Both,
I think you could do both.
Do both.
Because
Okay.
like my generation, we probably would prefer the original because
Mhm.
that's what we've been trained to hear.
Right.
But for discovery, the new people discovering.
Oh, you're right.
The
yeah,
music.
the new.
They don't have a reference point. So
Got you.
Yes.
see.
Okay, because in my show, I'm crazy like this, but I'm a band girl, so it's like I put a little bit of love on top on
Mhm.
the way you love me. I
Ooh.
had a little bit of I fused it, and it
Yeah.
was really dope.
Yeah.
So like I would want to do that
Mhm.
with so I do that live.
Yeah.
where I put a little bit of that, the sound, the music of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So based on the fact that your masters are reverting back to you this August.
Speak on it.
What is can you explain the importance of ownership of the masters?
Oh man! First of all, legacy,
hmm
passing it down,
hmm
owning it, not selling it. Some people sell it, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I
Yeah.
think I want
Just
to.
do an admin deal.
Yeah, do an
Yeah.
admin deal. There's no reason. And
Exactly.
this is me. I'm saying I don't want all this money. What am I going to do with it?
Yes, you do.
But then again,
Yes, you do.
No,
but
Derek's
Karen-
like, get the
No,
money,
I was
give me
about
my
to say,
attorney.
but Karen, but think about it.
I don't
If-
like money up front
But if
because
somebody come to you and say, "Okay, we got this. We'll give you 100 M's."
yeah. Well, I mean, if they say that, of course, like, you can get
Say there's a number,
right? There is a number, but it's got to change my life
Right,
number
right,
like big.
right.
Otherwise, it's
Of
like
course.
I just felt like I don't want to pay taxes on a bunch of money.
Mhm.
I would rather have it come like an annuity,
Mhm.
Mhm.
Right.
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 right?
Right. Okay.
Pay you
Because I'm a
every
real
month.
estate investor.
Yeah,
I
we're
already
gonna get to
I
that.
have
Yeah.
homes.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I just don't like having.
You want the estate.
Yeah.
Put in the estate. The estate
And
gets
know
you
that
every
I'm
month. They know
okay.
She got
Yes.
Right. But if it was, come on. Now.
it. Take it and go.
Yep, exactly.
So I know that you've done some independent stuff as well, right?
Oh yeah.
And
Mhm.
you starting with the machine, and then you go
Mhm.
independent. What do you prefer, independence or major deal, the machine?
Man, I love it both. Of course, you want a machine.
Yeah.
They got more money than I do,
hmm
but I love being able to do it. I'm kind of weird because Warner Brothers trusted me.
Mhm.
I really had a great relationship
Right.
with them. We spent a lot of money with the producers,
Mhm.
LA and Face and
Mhm.
Jam and Lewis. So they respected me and they felt that I was in good hands.
Yeah.
So
But even the business model of it, though, right?
oh, the business model,
Yeah, the
independent.
business model.
Yeah, independent. Yeah,
Okay.
independent. Yeah.
Okay. Because of
'Cause,
course you
yeah,
get the
owning
mind
it.
share,
Yeah,
and
you
you
get the
own
mind
everything
share,
and you have the
yeah.
control, but you have to
Yeah.
do all the
Yeah, you
risk
got to
and the
do
heavy
all
lifting.
yeah. And I've been doing that, especially I signed someone during COVID.
Yeah.
His name was Akbar The Great.
hmm
He was kind of like a Kendrick. I
hmm
would say more so, yeah, definitely. So that's why I signed him. I loved what he was saying. And I wanted to learn how to not see myself as an artist, because it was hard for me to post and sell myself, because I felt like they saw it, like, okay, they're going to get sick of me saying I have a single out. I didn't know how to do it. And that's why I said, well, let me promote him. And then when I realized it was easy for me to promote him, and all these strategic ways, understanding, through video, through pictures, through, this storytelling. So it really showed me how to market myself. So now I love it.
Right.
But I didn't understand it at first, because I didn't want to feel like, you know how Black folks are. They like, they don't want to feel like you need them. It's a weird thing. It's like, okay, but I do. But like, don't make me feel that though. You understand? Like, you gotta, it's gotta be a cool way. I'm like, how do I pick this lock? You know? So now I do it with my swag and all the other things, because I'm in a business that is youth driven, and they don't want you to get old.
Right.
You can't. Really, they're like,
Yeah.
It's being an entertainer, really, it's crazy. You just don't want to see him. I see Smokey. I'm like, damn, Smokey. Yeah. I saw him in the airport. I'm like, he was so swagged out.
Yeah.
I mean, just his energy was like he was a young, hey, what's up, holla at you. I was like, okay, Smokey, you get it.
Smokey like 82. Smokey like 82. I don't know if Smokey can give it. I
know. But yeah, so it's,
You don't know that he came out with Gasms.
What is that?
That was one of his most recent albums, Gasms.
Yeah, but he 82.
We don't know.
I'm saying she said he could get it. I don't know that he can give it.
That's what I'm saying.
At 82. At 82.
Right, literally, we mean the swag.
Yeah,
we
okay.
mean that she's somebody that you'd be like, okay.
I'm like, Smokey need a Blue Chew IV,
Oh my
God. I be
God.
seeing Smokey on stage too. At 82, he be gyrating.
Oh yeah, but you know who I really was who I really was impressed with. I'm like, he's just a god. This thing on Lenny Kravitz. Have you seen his new house, and not his new house, but his house in Paris?
Yes.
From Architecture Digest, or I think it was Architecture. I'm like, he is the whole mood.
I saw him in his big old room. Yeah, chilling.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen that, but I saw Lenny Kravitz with some leather pants, tight, and a see-through shirt. Doing crunches in the gym with boots on.
With his cowboy boots.
Yeah. I was like, okay, that's interesting. It's a lot going on there. But he's in shape. We can't front on that.
Lenny is the one. For me, I'm like, okay, I got to be like Lenny Kravitz, because he's just like.
He's a rock star.
He
is a rock star.
And I love how he's just so well traveled and just so eclectic. And so
he's himself, unapologetically. Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing right now. I don't want people to see me as just Superwoman.
Right.
And it's like, that's why I'm like, you guys remember my up tempos and who I am.
Yeah, for sure.
Totally. So that's one thing that I'm really making sure that when I tour and stuff, that they get to see all. I was like, I sing like all kinds of music. I'm gritty, I'm soulful, I'm pop, I'm jazz. Like I'm all of these things now. So
yeah, I think you're acknowledged for your up tempo, because you're the queen of Jack Swing.
No, because I'll come to my shows and they'll be just like, I'm like, y'all better not come to this Karyn White show and be sitting down. Like, because I still think I'm 30. So I'm like, what y'all doing? So thank God for my little young fans that be in there. I'm like, y'all, come on, y'all, let's have some fun. You know what I mean?
That's an interesting dynamic. And so do you think that's, I know it's not just relegated to Black culture, because we see, Pink Floyd, Mick Jagger and his people, like they toured today 105.
Yes.
Right? And it seems like their fans.
And their fans be out there.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like they 20.
That's what I'm saying. So, but do you think it's different for us?
Of course. We too cool.
Do you think
and I hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, because when I do my pop shows, they falling all out. I'm like, yes. And the Blacks impress me. Like, like what is wrong with y'all? And then I get them in okay. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we're just so spoiled because we have so much talent as Black people. We have, we can do everything. And so we just kind of feel like, hey,
Yeah. So I want to ask you, you dropped off the grid for a stretch.
18 years.
18 years.
18 years.
Now, what was that due to? Was that just you just got tired of the business? You just wanted something new, personal or spiritual? Like, what attributed to that?
Insanity. Lightweight. No, I went through a divorce with the love of my life, Terry Lewis.
Oh,
and so
you were
yeah.
married to Terry
Yeah,
Lewis. Yes,
yeah.
yes. So,
So-
for those, just real quick, for
Yes.
those that don't know, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis,
Yes,
legendary.
the icons.
Oh, icons.
Yeah.
Janet Jackson. The
Yes.
list goes on. Bobby
New
Brown.
Edition.
New Edition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Alexander O'Neal.
Oh, shout out to
Sherelle.
Alexander O'Neal.
Alexander,
Sunshine.
that's the boy.
Sunshine.
Sunshine. Woo!
What you know
One
about
of-
Sunshine?
Oh man, that's
My
one
daughter,
of
my youngest daughter,
favorites.
likes that
Yes.
song.
That's
Yeah,
a bad song.
it is. That's one of my
they
favorites.
did that.
He had a run. Now you got me thinking about Alexander
Yeah,
O'Neal.
Alex was supposed to be. He could have been the Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You downloaded him all on LimeWire when we first moved to LA.
Yeah.
Oh, he
yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah.
He's so sweet.
But I'm sorry. You
Yes.
said the divorce with
yeah,
Terry
so
Lewis.
went through a divorce, which was tragic.
Mhm.
Just had my daughter at, I think she was 4 when we wound up getting a divorce. It was a 2-year divorce. So that was like, I failed. It's like, darn it, how could I be so great at, I can achieve all my goals, but that really bothered me. So it's like, I'm off. I gotta get right. I gotta step away from the business. And I'm glad I did, because I don't know if I would have been able to be the person I am now if I would have stayed in trying to do it all at once, be a mother, trying to, start this career without him and all these things. So I stepped back, but I'm such a driven woman. So Terry and I had built this massive home with the best architects and everything before I was divorced, like maybe 4 years before I divorced. So I said, well, what do I know how to do? I didn't, only have a college education, so it was real estate. So I bought a home from a lady, and she wound up showing me how to flip homes. So I had the experience of building this big house. So I went to Sacramento, California. This is before the market started to turn, so it was very lucrative. So I bought a bunch of foreclosures, rehabbed them. Then I bought I had like 13 homes. This is really scary, but me being an entertainer, it's more risk than anything in the world. The fact that you made it, like you're 1%.
Exactly.
So my energy was like, I felt like I could accomplish anything. And, my life, like first record, gold, platinum,
Yeah.
Mary Terry Lewis. So I was like, I had the Midas touch.
Yeah.
I just lost myself. So for a while I stepped back, got married to someone who I shouldn't have because he was a friend. But I just I don't know, I was going through a time of my mother was passing, and a real tough time for me because, like I said, I was very driven. So, and then just I looked up and I was like, I don't know how to get back in because time had,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, they got Usher, they got Beyonce, y'all don't need to, Karyn White. And as I just, I wound up I did have another deal during that time, Raphael Sadiq's company, who I really wanted to work with Raphael. Like, why didn't I get in Lucy Pearl?
Lucy
Yeah,
Pearl.
Lucy
I would have
Pearl.
been like,
Yes.
fuck
Dance
yeah.
tonight.
Oh my God. I was jealous
yes.
of that.
Yeah, Ray is
I don't
dope.
mean,
Ray
yeah, I
is dope.
love Ray. Like
Yeah.
that's who I really want to work with.
Yeah.
I really want to work with him.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're talking about, so then it just, I just kind of was making a lot of money doing my real estate, and kind of just, I love the fact that I could be there with my daughter, pick her up from school. And because, Terry Lewis is her dad. So
Yeah.
I felt like somebody kind of had to
Mhm.
step
Mhm.
back, because before we had an AM and a PM nanny, and he was just as busy as me.
Mhm.
So it just kind of turned into
Mhm.
time away, and then I didn't know how to.
Mhm.
It was fear.
Yeah.
So I let fear. I never was fearful,
Wow.
but then
So
it was.
how did you overcome that?
So I heard a podcast. See,
Mhm.
on Blog Talk Radio. That's why you guys' work is so important.
Yes.
You don't know who you're touching.
Right.
You understand? And this is a little broadcast on,
Mhm.
Blog Talk Radio, and Jay King, who is the founder of Club Nouveau. I don't know if you've heard of Club Nouveau. Yeah.
Yes,
So
of course. Light skinned cat.
yeah.
Yeah.
So and also he was the first artist to sell 3 million independently out of the trunk of his car.
Oh wow. I didn't
So
know that.
yeah, so very brilliant guy. So he had a radio show a talk show about the music business, and so I was listening to him, and Jay is confrontational. He'll challenge you on like, no, that's fear, like. You know how you can talk. You know how Ivana does. He's like that for musicians.
Yeah.
So I called in one time and he's like, "Be Karyn White, Superwoman." So yeah, and so he was like, "You should be out. Why aren't you?" I was like, "No, I've had my chance, my day, and all that." And so anyway, he wound up becoming my manager, and he just showed me my value. He said, "Let me show you. You get 30,000 people asking about where Karyn White is every month. Look."
That's
and I was like, okay, it's so crazy how you could just really
lose sight of yourself.
But I'm glad I did because I became. I'm telling you guys, if you knew who I was, you did. If you didn't, I didn't care. My value wasn't in what I do anymore. And that's all I knew. Remember, I told you guys I was a kid.
Right.
I always wanted to do it. So I believe God just like you step back, and I just became just that woman, that total woman. The mistakes that I made, all the growth. So now when I come back, I'm able to really share and speak from a truthful place and be authentic with my reasoning for singing and so my art is really my expression of my love and giving back to especially my sisters in a way. So really that song Superwoman was really me.
Wow.
But I just had to go away and
you had to discover
her again. Yeah.
How do you feel? And I've been wondering I've been thinking this the whole time and really all day because we're now coming into these powerhouses of women. And with listening to you and listening to even your feelings on the divorce, which you're a Libra, y'all just feel like if relationships don't work out, y'all take it so hard. Like I'm out of balance, my scale. It's like you're fine, but my question is like as a woman. It just seems like when I listen to women talk, it's always, oh, my husband, my kids, I'm failing at this, I'm failing at that. But when I hear men, I don't hear men have this internal, oh, I'm missing out on my kids, my wife, my this. It's like, listen, I'm getting to the bag, I'm providing, that's it. Why do you think we as women have all these stipulations to serve in all of these arenas and be Superwoman in every single arena? And then when we fail at one, we just feel like, oh, I failed.
You just said it. That's what they call it, the Superwoman Complex, because we feel that we have to be all things to everyone. And really, you can't do that.
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah.
But we feel like that because...
And like we got to pick and choose.
Especially being a Black woman, too. I think that's what I saw. My mother was that. My parents got a divorce, but, my dad, he was still in my life, but my mother felt accountable for it. Like she really, didn't want me to suffer in any way. Whereas my dad was like, you'll be fine.
Right. You'll be
like,
right.
but I need you, daddy.
Exactly.
But no, my dad is amazing because he would be like, what are you doing? Come over here. Like, I know you're off. Like, what, I would just, he could tell I was hurting because it's like stuff I would be buying and moving. And it's like, you need to sit your butt down. Because the houses gave me it was like I was fixing up people. It was like I could not think about, it was like I was fixing, I loved, and I do that
pretty.
Even with people. I've always been that person where it's like I'll take something and love to shine it up.
You like
it's
a project.
Like my project.
You like a project. Yeah. Okay.
So he was like, you need to sit your butt down. This is the third house, but you just keep moving. I was like, but I was going through it. So I wound up getting a second divorce. And I've never talked about this. So you guys, this is exclusive. I got a second divorce from my friend, which we should have never gotten married anyway. But so those were just me trying to like you said, just fix stuff up and keep it moving. Don't have to deal with it. But God is so good. I wound up moving here to Atlanta and it was great for my career. Yeah. So I really, in LA, I guess I was just in a big, even though I'm from there, I just feel like I didn't really, things didn't start happening for my career until I moved to
LA
Atlanta.
is very different than Atlanta. The industry, everything is it's very different.
They appreciated the little chocolate girl coming on there. They're like, come on, sis.
So when you came back around, were you surprised at all of the fans waiting on you. You know,
Mhm.
kind of like, wow. You know, it's like if you remember Cadillac Records.
Mhm.
You know,
Oh,
have you seen
yes.
that? And remember
Mhm.
when Muddy Waters stepped off the plane and he didn't think nobody was
Yes.
gonna care.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you don't, instead of like,
Right,
I know
right.
they're supposed to care. So it's
Yeah.
just, it touches you so much more. I had that experience, you guys. I went to South Africa in 2018 for the first time. Before I couldn't go because of apartheid when I was hot during my, the 80s, 90s reign. It was like I was Janet or Whitney. I could not believe it. I was like, oh my God. I mean, I had filling up stadiums that my curriculum, kids that were 10 and 11, they understood. They had to recite what my words meant to the songs. And what is Superwoman? What is I'd Rather Be Alone? All these reports. And I was like, oh my God. Sorry, you guys, my lashes. But yeah, so they kept, I was like, and I touched my heart. I was like, wow, Lord, just think if I wouldn't have gotten back, if I would have let fear grip me like it was for those 18 years, and I would have missed this. This alone was worth me coming back, South Africa.
Right.
Because they love them some Karyn White. And I'm like,
and I don't know that you said what was the fear. I don't know that you ever said what it was.
no, well, the fear was once just because I'd been gone so long. It's like, do people still care?
That's what it was.
Because Black folks, come on, it's about the next. Especially, that's the sad part about our culture. We got few, the Izies,
right,
Ron,
right.
Izies. I already said him. What's his name? Outstanding. What's his name?
Oh,
Charlie Wilson.
Charlie.
Yeah.
But not many have been able to be generational to where the young folks, you know what I mean? So we'll be like, on to the next, not on to the next. So that's why I was like, they don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it had to warm your heart to see that they did.
Yeah, it did. And to see that era, like you said, the 70s, 80s, 90s, it wasn't as duplicatable as I thought, where we can just forget it. It is not.
They grasping for it.
Right. So
yeah.
So
what motivated you to kind of pivot and become a producer? Because you did a film as well.
Oh, yeah. What motivated me? Okay, when I got back in the business, so I made all this money in real estate. So I'm like, what am I going to do with it? Remember I was telling you?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want no
Need
more
a project.
money.
Need a project.
No, look, sometimes it's good not to have the money if you don't know, because I didn't really understand stocks or any of that at that time. So I was very fearful of so I started working with doing reality TV. I was producing. I remember meeting with Kat, and he cussed me out.
With Kat Williams?
Yeah.
Oh, what was that story? What happened?
It was
with that?
funny. Me and another friend of mine, we were going to produce one of his. It was a live show.
Okay.
And I said, meet me at the Comedy Store, and he was like, don't you ever tell a comedian to meet you at a comedy store. Do you know who I am? And I was like, I'm sorry. I had no clue that you're not supposed to tell a comedian to meet you at a comedy store. Even though you better not invite me to a concert, right?
Yeah.
I get it. I had been away, y'all. So I was like, I don't mean any harm. But it was so I started came to LA, and every time I would go meet, they were like, why aren't you doing anything? And I was like, oh, I've had my time. And I was working with a partner of mine, a young guy who was in the group, Silvers. You guys remember the Silvers?
Oh, yeah.
Jackson Silvers, yeah. So he was the young generation.
It was Leon Silvers?
Yeah, so he was the young generation, Jeremy Silvers. And so that didn't work out. But then I but that's how I got into it, because we were producing reality. And every time we were supposed to do, if this show would have came out, y'all would know them. They would be very famous, but my image would probably have been tarnished because they were crazy. Like, he was in jail all the time. I'm like, we're supposed to be meeting, one of the big execs, and he's in jail. And I'm like, oh my God, what do I tell the guy?
Right.
It was crazy, but I needed that. So that was my introduction back into the new business.
Okay.
So.
And so you did a film with Kat, is it?
Yeah, no, I didn't do it. No,
Okay.
I said I was going to pitch. We were going to do a live show with him.
Oh.
But then I started doing other reality shows,
Right.
the Silvers.
Okay.
It was the second generation. We were going to help them find all their brothers and sisters because they had 11 sisters.
Right.
No, 11 siblings, and they didn't know them all.
Okay.
So that was going to be that show. But I said it would have been a hot mess
Got you,
if it
got
was
you.
successful because
Yeah.
it was crazy. But that was my introduction back. And then from there, Derek and I met in acting class, and
Okay.
we decided to do our own stuff.
And that
film.
was Gale in the Storm.
Gale in the Storm, yeah.
Yeah.
So we met and we were like, let's do our own. We would get cast in these films, but sometimes, you know, they don't get made because they don't
Right.
have funding.
Right.
So we said, let's do it. We hired 2 students from Morehouse. Shout out to Morehouse. They were award-winning film students, and we went to Sacramento and we did it in 7 days.
Wow. And you
And
financed it yourself.
yeah, financing myself. And it was crazy because once you feel like you can do a movie, you feel like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can do anything.
Yeah. My first movie I did was with Cat Williams. So
Oh,
yeah.
you did a
Yeah.
movie
I
with
produced
Cat.
the movie. Yeah. I produced the movie.
Oh, look, good thing I didn't
Yeah.
say nothing.
Yeah. Cat.
No, I
No.
love
No. You could have said whatever. I probably would agree with you.
We
So-
love Cat.
I probably Cat. Shout out to Cat.
Really?
Yeah, it was with him and Lawrence Hilton Jacobs.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah, did it. What
And Mo Prem Shakur. It was
And Mo Prem
2004
Shakur, 5.
or 5. Yeah,
Yeah.
because Boosie was baby.
Yeah, I put up my own money and starred in it and
Look
everything.
at you.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
we
I,
got a lot in common. So you've done so you've done films too.
Yeah.
You've been in the music business.
oh yeah.
Okay.
I've done I've acted in maybe about 15, 16 movies.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. Actually was doing a series. I just did a series Monday while I was here. So I've
Oh,
been
so
working.
you're here working.
I'm here working.
Wow.
He wakes up and just does movies.
I do.
Wow.
He's the only person, I tease him. He's the only person, literally, he's the only person that I know that will wake up and I'm like, oh, what you got going on today? He's like, oh, I got to go shoot a movie. And I'm like, oh, what is it about? And he's like, oh, I don't know. I'm going to look at the script though. I'm like, what?
Wow.
So he's just
Oh,
casually doing a movie today. All
Right. So
Yeah.
would you say that was that him as a producer or the
No.
actor?
Well, no,
Both.
that
Well, as actor.
movie with Cat,
Mhm.
I produced
Yes.
and I was the lead.
Yes.
Oh, and
Yeah,
you
and I
didn't
was
know
the
what you
lead.
was gonna do.
Well,
You
no,
was gonna
but
get there.
I tend to do that. I'm so busy, right?
Yeah,
And I've been
wow.
acting for I've been acting
Does
for
this.
so long,
Oh,
so I can kind
wow.
of get it last minute. You know what I mean?
Oh, so
Even
you
if
got-
it's a lot, I can.
Wow.
I've been doing it a while.
Casually.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
oh,
I
oh.
will. I'll have a movie I got to shoot, and I'll be busy. I just did a movie in Houston about a month ago, and we shot for 2 weeks. And I think I started studying the script maybe 2 days.
On the plane?
Right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't stand you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
you and Derek. I can't because I don't have the memory. That's the thing
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
with me with these damn lines.
Mhm.
I've been staying
But
up
see,
all
this
night.
is the trick. This is the trick. Depending on the producer that you're dealing with, right? I mean, it's not necessarily lines as long as you understand what's going on,
Right.
what's being said, right?
You can-
so when
you
you,
can make
when
a-
you have an over, okay,
Right.
what I'm trying to get, what
What
we're
are you
doing
trying
here.
to say?
Yeah, so
So they weren't a sticker like Tarantino where you had to say their
no,
words.
not every word.
Oh,
I mean, I'm
okay.
pretty good at getting most of the words, but I'm gonna still make it my own anyway, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's the
Yeah,
trick.
now I ain't one of the ones to get on there and just butcher it.
Yeah,
You know
no.
what I mean? They be like, no, that's not what's in the script, but yeah. So it's a little, little technique.
You know
to it.
how writers are about their words.
Some writers.
I know.
Yeah. I don't like dealing with them writers though. The writers that are really like, no,
The
these are my
meaning.
words.
The meaning.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We gotta
Right.
take cut.
Exactly.
I'm like, look, man, they hired me to bring this to life. So
Right.
yeah,
Got
just because I
you.
switched the words around, it's still the same thing.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh, that's really dope. Look,
Yeah.
I'm interviewing you.
I know, right? You're the
Wow.
second one that kind of, I think Patrick Troy did that too.
Mhm.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, so y'all got a lot going. Y'all, okay.
I'm the family manager. He's been an entertainer the majority of my life. Like I only remember him
Ah.
working for a very split second. That was very short lived, and then it was
Wow.
doing my own thing.
Yeah.
So how did you get into the film business? Did you just wake up and say, I'm going to do it myself because you're an actor and you understood?
No, so what it was is when I moved to LA, because we're from Kansas City, Missouri originally.
Oh,
So I
right.
signed my first record deal in '95 with Master P, right?
Oh, wow.
So in the early 2000s, I was kind of like you said, how gangster rap was coming in
Right.
and you kind of didn't see your place. Well,
Mm.
music was changing. And I was like,
Right.
damn, okay, Laffy Taffy is number one.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know
That
if
was
I'm
my
gonna be able to
song.
make them changes, right? So
right.
I had success in other arenas of other businesses. I had success, so I had some money too, right?
Got you.
So when I went to LA, I was auditioning a lot, and most of the roles.
When did you go to LA?
I went to LA in 02,
Oh,
03,
okay.
03.
I was still there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was auditioning and I was doing a lot of independent films. And I just start asking questions like, so what's that for? Okay, so
When
why
you were
y'all do
on
that?
set?
When I was on set.
Hold
Gotcha.
on, let me chime in. And he got tired of auditioning.
I
He
did.
felt like
See, exactly. Now that's my kind of
That's what
guy.
it was,
Yeah,
too.
He's
yeah,
like,
I
I ain't
did.
waiting on nobody to give me
Yeah.
permission.
I got tired of that, right?
Yeah.
I didn't
Thank
want to
you.
be. So then when I started learning, like, oh, how much this costs? You know, and
Right. You're
I
like,
was
this
on the
is
set
doable.
and somebody was like, I think the budget was 50,000. I was like, 50,000?
I can do it
I
for
got that
$5.
laying
No,
around.
Right.
Well, not at the time, I'm like, I got that laying around at home. So I start, kind of educating myself. So I end up spending like $250 on my first movie. So that's what it was. It was that I kind of was growing as a business guy. And like you said, entrepreneurship. I owned a bunch of real estate as well. And so,
Got you.
yeah, so it just made sense to do. So,
Right.
and then it's all
And that was
about-
your passion. But the
Yeah.
beautiful part, like you said, is like, I don't like anyone being in control of my destiny.
Right.
And I see all of these actors and I'm like, why don't they come together? I just didn't make sense to me.
It
I'm
doesn't
like,
make sense.
but they're waiting on the machine.
It's like they're trained, and then I think
Yeah.
sometimes they get spoiled with
just spoiled.
the
Who wants to
comforts
do the work?
because think about it. Yeah,
Back in.
when you
Yep.
when you have
Right.
a
I want
major
cars to pick me up.
yeah, you know what I mean? When you got a major budget, you got a nice trailer, and they shooting 2 pages a day, and you got the best
Wardrobe and all
caterers
this.
and all of that.
Yeah.
But when you're independent, you gotta
Oh,
go.
yeah, you
You
gotta
know,
go.
and it's your money. It's
Oh,
like
hell yeah.
we got pizza, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some Doritos.
We
Exactly.
filming here, staying here.
Exactly. That Airbnb, we doing it
You
all.
already know. We trapping right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I think they
Right.
get spoiled with that and they just, don't want to do the work, I think.
Yeah.
It's hard work and it's not comfortable. But what they don't see is that you reap all the benefits.
Right.
You were paid, let's
Doing
say,
it.
$500,000, to
Mhm.
do this movie. But imagine if you owned it.
Ooh.
And your movie made this movie
That's
that
your
paid
IP.
you
Yeah.
made
Yeah.
$100 million. So
Yeah.
and that's why I love what Tyler Perry is doing, and people
Mhm.
like him that are disrupting, Hollywood.
Right,
It must be-
disruptors, huh?
yeah. Mhm.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
love it. Yep.
Yeah. So my question is too: you being independent, how are
Mhm.
you adjusting to streaming? Because you come from the physical sales.
Oh, okay. Well, let me tell you. I just heard that Superwoman is now 3 times platinum
Wow.
based on the streaming numbers.
Okay.
Everything has gone up. The second album was gold, it's platinum.
Yeah.
So I have all these. I'm like, well, how are they? I'm trying to figure it out,
Yeah.
right? Right. But I'm like, okay, let me take this.
Yeah.
So it's it's interesting. I don't really understand it completely,
Yeah.
honestly.
So streaming kind of is dependent on the platform, right?
Mhm.
Typically it's about $3,500 to $4,000 per million streams.
Oh, okay. Per million.
So that's kind of
Okay.
the math of it. Somebody like a Tidal, they'll pay
Mhm.
more. I believe Tidal might be like 12,000 or something like that per million
Wow. So
streams.
Tidal are they independent? They're
It's
just
a platform like
a-
Spotify. It's Jay-Z had
Right,
Tidal.
right.
Yeah.
So, but that hasn't. How you're just saying that platform? So when we
Well-
put out our music, it's going to Tidal.
It's
anyway,
going
correct?
everywhere.
It's
So
going
once
everywhere,
you distribute
but they
it,
pay more.
yes, they pay
Gotcha.
more. Yes,
So
they pay more.
okay, so
Yeah.
it's not like because Prince did an exclusive. Didn't he do something with Tidal? When
I'm not sure.
I think he did before he
sure.
passed. He
Okay.
was doing an exclusive deal with Tidal.
Makes sense.
Okay, got
Yeah.
you. So
And
now,
it
so they
makes
pay
sense.
more.
Yeah, because they pay more.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's kind of the rule of thumb. And again,
okay.
it differentiates based on the users, rather they have subscriptions or the people that don't, so but it's roundabout in there. So that's kind of what you can go by.
Got you.
And I think I looked at Superwoman, I think on YouTube, I think on the Karyn White music page, it was like 20 million.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's just that page.
That's just that.
That's
yeah.
not counting where all the other places that it is as well.
Right. So the beautiful part, let's see what we're talking about, is that we definitely should be recording more
Mhm.
music, because I just started, I was talking to my attorney about this. So she's like, yeah, films,
Mhm.
like we need to be recording, putting out singles
Yes.
at least,
Yes.
maybe every 6 months.
Right. Yeah.
So
At least. I would say every 90 days, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah. I would
was
say
thinking
every
it was
90 days. Because you got to think, especially because you have a reference point of production and studio time costing a lot. Music videos costing a lot. No,
Not no
now,
more.
no. You can get a dope ass video if you just want to splurge 10,000.
Right.
And that's splurging, right? That's
Right.
some Hype Williams type shit.
Right.
You know, so and you work your record. I mean, that's the good thing about social media is you're direct to consumer. So all your people that love you, you can sell directly to them. You have your
Right.
merch. You're
Yes.
touring, you produce your own movies, you can star in your own
Brand
shit,
deals.
you can brand deals, you can make
Yes.
your own stars.
Make
Even
your
if you
own
have
world.
artists,
Mhm.
put them in your movies. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So,
exactly.
you know, soundtracks. So, you know, I think it's dope now.
That's dope. Okay, because that's what I told Derek. I said we need to build out this catalog
Yeah.
so we can present it to
Mhm.
films and all these other things.
Yeah, you do the admin with that. So once
Right.
they'll you know,
I
they gonna
love it.
monetize
This is a
that
businessman.
stuff.
He knows all of this stuff. Now
Yeah.
I gotta get your number.
All good. All good. Derek got
I
me. We
love it.
tapped in. We
Y'all
tapped in.
tapped in. That's
Yeah.
great, man.
So what do you have coming next? Like,
Oh, I have a new single. I'm so excited.
Mhm.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
What's the name of the new single?
It's called You're Gonna Need Me.
Okay.
No, You're Gonna Want Me Back.
Okay.
Not You're Gonna Need Me. Yeah, You're Gonna Want Me Back.
Mhm.
It's actually the Dionne Warwick, but we reinterpolated. I don't know if you've heard her version.
Mhm.
So I used her chorus, and then I got to put the vocals down tomorrow.
Mhm. Okay.
And so it's a new track,
Mhm.
but it's retro. I love like Solange, like
Yes.
it's Cranes in the Sky,
Yes.
Snow Allegra.
Uh-huh.
It's like really
Yeah.
that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
You still
Oh,
dancing?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
yeah. Yeah, I'm still dancing. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. And what else? I'm possibly going to be working on a film that I'm co-producing. Co-producing, right? It's called Pegged for Murder. It's a horror film.
Mhm. Pegged.
Pegged.
Murder?
Yeah, Pegged.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. That pause. I was
I
like, what?
Pegged. Yeah. So yeah, we'll be working on that. Have you know who Man Robinson is?
Yes, of course.
Yes,
Yeah, he's
okay,
doing his
yeah.
thing. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like a
word.
budding, Tyler Perry, Robert Townsend. He got his little
Yes.
ecosystem. Yeah.
So this is with him.
Nice.
And then I also had a role in Georgia Peach, which is coming out with Jasmine Burke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that'll be coming out. And so
I
Yep.
dig him so much. Oh my God. He's so solid in the back. Like,
Oh,
you just, man.
yeah, that's my dude.
Listen,
Yeah,
that's so cool.
that's
I
my
have a
dude.
question
Uh-huh.
before we close out because I feel you finna wrap up. You've been through so much in a good way. You've had such a full life, so much success from such a young age till now. You've
Mhm.
diversified your portfolio
Mhm.
as an entrepreneur, and you have lived so many lives as a woman. So my question is now, at this point, how do you define being a superwoman?
How do I define it? Doing what you love on your own terms,
Mhm.
freedom.
Yes,
Mhm.
freedom.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Yes.
Let's go. Yeah. I love it.
And I asked that because, just to answer your question way in the beginning, I feel like with the resurgence of the popularity of the song, I think it's reflecting where women are now. And I think women are seeking that. Like, you know what? Like, yes, this can be an aspect of my life, but I do want a full life. I do want to have my freedom to fully
Yes.
actualize without just, oh, I'm so-and-so's wife and I'm so-and-so's mother.
Right.
And then that's it, versus being like, no, I have my own legacy as well.
Right.
And I think that's why the song is it's forever gonna stick. It's a
Oh, I
forever
love
song,
it.
forever anthem.
Yay. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for
Yes.
that confirmation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Got
Well-
good one, man.
oh yeah. I taught her well.
Oh yeah.
You know,
You
this
did.
is my mini me with the what they say with the identical twin face.
They did.
Oh.
They got
Yeah.
identical twin
They just made
disregarded.
a
a meme.
meme going talking about
really?
this. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Are you acting?
No, I'm a tech founder.
Okay, so you can't act.
Right, exactly. I was like,
She's like,
She
you probably
can.
would be the best actor.
Yeah.
Because to me, it seems like people, like for me, I'm animated.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have to tone down. Like, I probably would be a really good Broadway
Yeah.
because I'm so animated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whereas the chill people, are the ones that have,
Yeah.
to me,
Horror.
is that?
Okay, so no, you have a point. So no, what's crazy is
Yeah.
that, so if you wanted me to act like rom-com or like something regular, I would be shy.
Right.
But if you want me to do horror, crazy,
Oh,
psycho,
you'd be crazy, huh?
listen, let's do it. Okay, let's go.
She's an actress. She just don't know it yet. Because like even
Oh.
because
Not acting it.
she's a co-producer on a movie that we're doing called
Oh,
Thirst
good.
Trap.
Producer though, because I like
No,
to-
but I already told her she gonna, because remember I
She gonna
told
do
you.
a role.
I
You
said
gotta
no,
give
you
her a
gotta
role.
he just said I gotta hand something to somebody.
Oh.
I'm gonna hold him to it.
Yeah, I make my kids work. Even
I
my,
get
my
being
youngest
bruised up.
child, I said, you're going to be in it too. My son, everything. I said,
See,
y'all got roles.
I have so much respect for you. I love that. That's exactly what I did with my daughter, Ashley. Everything I needed her to be, she was my rock. I'm like, okay, I need you to accounting. You can
Yeah.
put this bookkeeping in here.
Yeah.
Go. You can do my weaves.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can do this.
This
Ashley
is
did it
exactly-
all.
This is what, listen, this is what she
Yeah.
does. I look to her now. Sometimes I tell people, man, you got to talk to my daughter about that. Yeah, talk to
Yes.
my daughter. I don't know.
And what does that do? Okay, because for me, that made my daughter feel so empowered that she could do anything because I
Yes.
always felt like, girl, you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like he also believes in you that way.
Mhm.
So how have you been able, has that been an asset to you in your
Yes.
life, in your business? And,
Mhm.
or has it been where people think you're kind of a know-it-all?
Oh no. So
Okay.
here's the thing. So because I was raised like the eldest son first, then the daughter later,
Oh.
it's always kind of this like, okay, it's my dad, like how sons like in sports, like, okay, I want to make
You
sure
wanna
I'm just
please
as good as
him.
my dad. Right.
Mhm.
And so now that I've gotten older and same, like I've lived some lives and, I was able to come back with experience and with my own experience, but that was also respected too. It's a two-way street. So I also don't get that parental shutdown of like, oh, nah, you know what I mean? I don't get that. It was like, well, no, what do you have to say and what have you learned? Because I've also failed and have successes as
Right.
well. And I can say, hey, even on the back end with what we're doing, because he's also my media partner in my tech business. And so I can say, hey, listen, I've already made all these mistakes. Let me do
Right.
your back end. So we ain't even got to go through all of this. And it does build trust. It builds confidence. And then going out to the world, especially as a Black family unit like this, and us being so strong,
Oh,
the
it's-
respect that it commands
Yes.
is just way
You're
different
doing
because
like the good boy network.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
You know what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Yes,
love it.
yes,
That's why I was
yes.
like, wow.
I'm so
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
I'm excited to see what you guys are going to do. Like, don't forget about me.
No, so what I was about to say, listen,
Look, you
no,
like,
there's a
no.
collapse. So listen, so as I always close out my show, and I was going to extend to
Yeah.
you as well, however we can be of service to you, however we can bring something, to what you're doing, we can collaborate. You have us here. We fam now. So
Yes.
our platform is always open to you. Our resources are open
We're
to you. So whatever you
responsive.
need.
I run the emails.
Yeah. So this is how we deal. Yeah. She runs all my back end, and she comes in and she tells me, yeah. So I did this. I be listening, but I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't understand none of
He'll
this
just
shit.
push
I
me the
trust you.
laptop. He'll just be like, what's the code?
Yeah.
Right. You got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say to you guys, like I said, I'm really in awe. I love what I'm seeing here,
thank you.
and just congratulations. And I
Thank
wish
you.
you guys
Thank
all
you.
the success.
Likewise.
I know y'all are gonna be killing it,
Likewise.
and it's really beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
well, thank you.
beautiful
We
to see.
received that.
Thank
But we're here to give you your flowers, though. We're here to give you your flowers. So,
Okay.
yeah. So on that note, listen, we appreciate you. We appreciate what you have contributed to the culture and what you continue to contribute. And you're such a great example for women, Black women specifically, to look to. So you're so vibrant and regal and so stylish, and we love your energy. So you keep being great. You keep doing what you're doing, and we're here to support you.
All
Yes.
right. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. So that's another one. So listen, I am Big Court. You have my daughter, Rachel Renee, and we're here with the incomparable Karyn White, and we appreciate you, and that's another one. Salute.